Hello, my name is Meej, and I have a triple crowning addiction. Oh my gosh, okay. If you've played Genshin for any length of time, then you know that crowns are a valuable resource, and it is really expensive to crown a character. Just one crown even is expensive, so people tend to do it carefully. Now, I feel like when it comes to crowning, there's kind of a few camps of people. You get the people who crown their favorites, maybe just one of their talents, or maybe all three. You get people who never ever crown anything because they feel like the crown is a limited resource and they just can't bring themselves to do it. Then you get people in between, have a healthy balance, they crown their favorites, talents that are really good, you know? And then there's me. Today I'm coming forward and I'm telling everyone I have a triple crowning problem. Here's the thing. I get really into my characters and then I want to give them the whole wide world. That includes all my resin, all my resources, all my books, all my mora, everything. I want to give them everything. And the problem with this is there's always a new character that I want to give the world to. So today I kind of just wanted to check myself into crowning rehab. But I'm going to tell you right now, I have no intention to change. No, so today, really, I'm just going to talk about crowning, when you should do it, when you shouldn't do it. I am going to talk about how expensive it is, exactly how much you need to crown something. I'm also going to show you my triple crowned characters and why I triple crown them, kind of a showcase what they can do, as well as talk about any regrets I have with crowning. Anyway, let's get into the video. Okay, so before I show you which characters I chose to triple crown, I'm just gonna quickly talk about why you would crown a character, why you would want to. I think everyone falls into three categories when it comes to crowning. The first category is you love your character. It doesn't matter what character they are, it doesn't matter what role they play in your team. If you love them and you want to triple crown them. So if you like your character, you're wondering, should I crown them? I don't know, it's a lot of resources. Just go for it. The second reason is because their talent is very strong and worth the boost you get from crowning. Now, that can be said about a few talents in this game. Considering the amount of resources it takes for you to crown a character, you might be better off spending those resources somewhere else, say investing in a support for them if they're a DPS character, or even farming artifacts, though that's iffy because artifact RNG's rough. In addition to the cost of the resources, a lot of characters, the boost from talent level 9 to 10 is not a lot, not worth the amount of resources that you would be putting into it anyway, also considering that crowns are limited. So the second category is really, it's a strong ability. Right off the bat, let me just give you an example. Benny's ult, that's worth a crown if we're just talking pure meta, right? Xiangling's ult, same thing. If you're looking to get the most power and you don't care so much about who you like as a character, it's more about how they play and how strong they get with that crown. So those are just some examples. That's category number 2. Category number 3, and I would think everything else would fall into this category, is a category I call for the meme. So you either fall into one of those 3 categories when it comes to crowning, right? For me personally, everything is just category 1 and 2. Usually the characters I like and want to crown because I like them, and the characters that are powerful overlap. So that's why I find myself in this triple crowning situation. Now, with that being said, when it comes to crowning, triple crowning is the next level of crowning, right? You could have a character whom you really love. Their talents are really strong if you crown them, but you only crown one talent and you leave the others at say 9, 9, 10, 9, 10, 9, whatever. That is a smart way to spend your resources. What I do is not a good way to spend your resources. What I'm about to show you is problematic for a lot of reasons that I'm gonna discuss. But here we are. Welcome to the video. Let's talk about my triple crown characters. Okay, so today is actually a special day. I saved it just for this video. I'm going to triple crown my Ito. Yes, I have all the necessary materials. All right, let's do it. Big moment. Dun da da da. Wow! Ooh. Oh, so good, so good. All right, ta-da! Yay, Ito, triple crowned. All right. Oh, and just like that, I have spent 500,000 more this week. Okay, so first thing I'm just gonna go over is my triple crowned characters. All right, so obviously first character I'm gonna talk about is Ito. The king is crowned. Now, Ito falls into categories 1 and 2. I love Ito. I love his character. I love his look. I mean, how could you not? But he's also incredibly powerful. And DPS, you tend to want to raise all their talents pretty high because they're the ones on the field doing damage for most of the time. That includes auto attacking as well as their skill and their burst. So you want to bring all of them up. That's why your DPS character is such a high investment character. So I triple crowned my Ito, 10, 10, 10. Ushi got his crown too, 100% worth it. All right, but now we got to bring it back to the OG. Diluc was my first triple crown. I love Diluc, love his character, love his playstyle, love him. Now, if we're talking meta, you crown your Diluc because you love him. If you're wondering if you should be triple crowning your Diluc to squeeze out the most damage for him in Abyss, for example, the answer is probably no. Spend those resources perhaps into your Xingqiu and his talents, because Xingqiu really supports Diluc, if that's what you're looking for. If he's not your king, don't crown Diluc, all right? I say this as a Diluc stan, so you can trust me. The second character I triple crowned was actually Kazuha, and this was a surprise to me. I pulled for Kazuha purely because I thought he was so fun. I tried him out in the trial. I just thought it was so fun to go whoop, and then come right on down. It took me not long to realize how powerful and how much utility he brings to pretty much every team comp. Honestly, if I'm being objective and not simping, Kazuha is probably the most fun character for me to play in this entire game. So for me, triple crowning him was worth it in that sense. But if you're wondering if his normal talent is worth bringing up as a support character, it is. Kazuha's plunge attack from his E is affected by his normal attack. So if you're thinking, my Kazuha's a support, is it worth leveling up his normal attack? It is worth leveling his normal. Not necessarily to 9 or 10, but it is worth leveling. All right, next is Mr. Tartiggles, and I know what you're thinking. This is not crowned. What? No, it's not crowned. But here's where part of my triple crowning addiction is explained. I hate the number 9. I hate it. I've always hated it. It's so close to 10. Why can't it just be 10, you know? It looks ugly. It looks weird. It's an odd number. I don't like odd numbers. So part of my crowning problem comes from the fact I don't like looking at 999 talents. I just don't like the way it looks. I did consider triple crowning him. I still might someday, but for now I am just happy with the way it looks. So technically he is not triple crowned, but I'm squeezing him in here, all right? He too is a king. All right, and the last character I want to talk about is Benny, who as you can see is not triple crowned, but he is the only character I have used a crown on that is not triple crowned. Now, I gotta be honest, I'm gonna make a confession here. I'm gonna triple crown my Benny. I decided last week, since I knew I was gonna finish triple crowning Ito, Benny deserves it. And this is not a meta move, this is purely category 1, I love Benny. So he's gonna be the next character that I crown. So you might be thinking after all that, well, how many crowns do you have left? One. I have 1 crown left. I actually have not been playing Genshin since the launch. I've been playing since March of last year. So I don't have as many crowns as someone who's been playing since the start of the game, but I'm already almost out. And this brings me to the next section of the video, the cost of crowning. So in case you're ever wondering, MiHoYo recently released the Genshin Impact Enhancement Progression Calculator. So you just go into your HoYo Lab account. If you don't have one, you just make one, sign up really easily. And then you can choose a character. Let's do Ito, for example, since I just triple crowned mine. You can select what level you would like to get them to and what level they are now, as well as what level you'd like to bring their talents to. And it will show you how much it will cost and what materials you will need to do what you inputted. So for a level 90 Ito with 10, 10, 10 talents, triple crowned, 2,092,530 Mora, 168 Oni Kabuto, 419 Heroes Wits, 1996 of the various gemstones, 18 Slime Condensate, 30 Slime Secretions, 36 Slime Concentrate, 46 boss materials, the Riftborn Regalia, and for the talents, you will need 4,957,500 Mora, 3 crowns, 9 brown Teaching of Elegance, 63 of the silver ones, 114 gold Philosophies of Elegance, 18 Slime Condensate, 66 Slime Secretions, 93 Slime Concentrate, and 18 Ashen Hearts. That's expensive. I have done this for a lot of characters. Think about the Mora. In case you're wondering the total cost of Mora for the talents and bringing a character from 1 to 90, you are looking at 7,050,030. That's expensive. So the MiHoYo calculator does not tell you about how much resin that is, but GenshinCenter.com/planner does. And they're estimating about 3,180 resin, or about 17.7 days. Now, that could obviously go faster if you're gonna use your fragiles, if you spend Primos ever to refresh. So if you're looking at all this and you're free to play, you might be starting to see why triple crowning is not really super viable. I can tell you as a budget player, I buy the Battle Pass, the Welkin, and the occasional crystal top-up. I can tell you as a budget player, I am always playing catch-up. For example, Zhongli's coming out this week. I'm guaranteed Zhongli. I know I'm gonna get him. I'm not ready at all. I don't have any of his boss materials. I'm not sure how many books I have ready for him. I have no artifacts ready for him at all. I have Staff at Homa that I'm reluctant to take from Toma because Toma is baby. So I'm in that position where I'm never really caught up because I'm always farming for the last character. So eventually, if you have this weird desire to keep triple crowning like me, you're going to reach a point where you literally cannot because you don't have any crowns anymore. And that's the weird position I find myself in right now. And I don't know what to do or how to feel about it. Thankfully, after Bennett, I don't know of any characters I want to triple crown. But watch me say that, and then boom, here's Kamisato Ayato, and I love him and I want to triple crown him too. I'm not sure how many people are in the position I am, but if for whatever reason you're relating to this video, you're gonna hit a wall at some point. That's where I'm at right now. Alright, so we're here at Abyss. I'm gonna do a quick showcase, show you some of my triple crowned characters. Now, to be honest, I did find Floor 12 a little challenging this time around. Uncle Ray, aka the Perpetual Mechanical Ray, is an absolute butthole, but let me show you what we can do. Alright, so I switched up my second team quite a bit to finish the floors here, but the first team stays the same. It's Tartigly Wiggly Jiggly Biggly International Team, i.e. Tartiggles, Benny, Zhonglin, Kazu, and obviously this is a team I have highly invested in. 3 crowns here, 1 here, and 2 here. The second half we have Ito being the sole triple crown. So let's do a quick showcase. I'll show you what they can do. Alright, so I'm just going to quickly show off my builds in case you're curious. Got Ito, 2,450 defense, 83.3 crit rate, 206.6 crit damage, 126.6 ER, and a geo damage bonus of 46.6%. He of course has his signature weapon, Redhorn Stone Thresher. We're running 4-piece husk set, offset geo damage bonus goblet. Constellation 0, and of course talents 10 10 10. Alright, Benny Boy. So I'm running a different Bennett build lately. I used to have a lot of ER on him with Favonius, but I recently switched it over. So right now I'm running 48.5 crit rate, 161.4 crit damage, 201.8 energy recharge. I was running like 230 before and I really liked it at that level, but this is what I can do with the not Favonius weapon. And pyro damage bonus 46.6, of course. So I'm running Blackcliff Longsword for the base attack. If I had a 5-star sword, I'd give it to him, but I don't. But because of that, we had to compensate with some ER in the artifacts. Running 4-piece Noblesse, of course, and I have to just flex on my sands because, oh my goodness, this thing 5-rolled. I will never get so lucky ever again. C4, unfortunately, I'm waiting for my C5. Maybe C6 someday, I don't know, I might do it. And talent 6, 9, 10. But I will be triple crowning him, so... Just quickly on Goro, since I was running him in Abyss as well, we've got 1,414 defense, 40 crit rate, 85.8 crit damage, 203 energy recharge. Really, all I care about for him is his energy recharge. He just really is there to support Ito. His weapon is Favonius, and his artifacts, I'm running 2-piece Husk, 2-piece Emblem of Severed Fate. Alright, hello. I'm looking a little different because I filmed my Abyss run on a different day that I filmed my builds, and I actually ended up switching my Cosmo build up a little, so let me just show you the build he was using for the run you just saw. Alright, so I'm running 546 EM, which is probably about half the EM you would want on a full support Cosmo build, but mine's kind of like a hybrid right now. I've got 54% crit rate, 125.4% crit damage, 124% energy recharge, and of course the Animo damage bonus from the VV set. We've got the Iron Sting for the weapon, and of course 4-piece VV Goblet is offset Elemental Mastery. He is C0, and of course triple crown. Tartagel's build, we have almost 2k attack on him. I've been farming for Tartagles for so long and I cannot get lucky in this domain, so I'm still only running 58.6 crit rate, 169.5 crit damage. I don't know what to tell you. Every week I'm in this domain, but it hasn't gotten any better. 123.3 ER and hydro damage bonus. Skyward Harp for weapon, 4-piece Husk, off-piece hydro damage bonus, C0, talents as we saw, 9, 10, 10. Alright, next, my D-Luke build, 1,878 attack. We've got 44.8 crit rate, 212.4 crit damage, pyro damage bonus, of course. Weapons, I'm just running Blackcliff Slasher, 4-piece Crimson Witch, pyro damage goblet, C0 unfortunately, because even though I lose my 50-50 a lot, I don't lose it to D-Luke apparently. And talents 10 10 10, of course. Alright, next we got Xingqiu running 44.7 crit rate, 83.4 crit damage, of course the hydro damage boost there, and 189.1 ER. I find this is enough with Sack Sword for him. So there's the Sack Sword, and 2-piece Heart of Depth, 2-piece Noblesse, C3, hoping to get C6 during the Zhongli banner, and talents 6, 9, 9. Alright, next for Zhongling, since I do use her in Abyss, I need to improve on her a lot for sure. I need to spend more time in the Severed Fate domain, but right now we got 39.2 crit rate. It's not great. 156.6 crit damage. Pyro damage bonus, of course. 216.5 energy recharge. She's got her Staff of Homer right now. Stole it off of Toma just for Abyss. And we've got 4-piece Emblem offset pyro damage, of course. C6. Talents 3, 8, 9. Alright, and the last character I used in Abyss for this showcase was Diona. My Diona is built like pure garbage. I just stack healing on her because that's what I need in Abyss. So right now I have 20k HP. It's not even that much, really. Not even worth talking about her crit stats. Healing bonus on her and 214 energy recharge. So she's also running Favonius. She's got a maiden set on her. Constellation 5, talents 4, 6, 6. Alright, so now I'm just going to talk about if I have any regrets. And I can tell you honestly, I don't. I mean, that's the thing. If you're triple crowning because you love your characters, there's no wrong way to play the game. It's PvE, right? If you're the kind of person who could not care less about Spiral Abyss or, you know, keeping up with the meta and you just love crowning your characters because you think they're fun, you can't lose that way. I personally kind of fall in between wanting to just have fun with my characters but also enjoying Spiral Abyss and the harder content and trying to do as well as I can in that content. So for me, I've found a balance, I think. But no, I have no regrets, and I honestly think you know yourself best. You know if you're trying to go for meta, if you're just trying to have fun, or if you want to build like DPS Barbara and go for the meme. you do you. And I think if you play that way, you're not gonna have any regrets about crowning any of your characters. All right, anyway, I hope you found this video helpful, and if not helpful, at least entertaining. Maybe after watching my video, you'll wanna crown a character more, maybe you wanna hold on to your crowns now. Maybe you just laughed at my pain of always trying to catch up. I don't know. I just hope you enjoyed it. Anyway, that will be it for me. Feel free to check out my Twitch, my other YouTube videos, subscribe, like, comment, all that stuff if you want. And I will see you in the next one. I personally kind of fall in between enjoying doing the harder content and trying to 36 star. Oh my gosh, Ito.